Hello again. It is Gauntlet of Greatness time. Group C making its debut this week. What I've got lined up here is the Mythic Conscription deck. Not a deck I have a ton of experience with. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself too badly. The deck is pretty ridiculous, though. You got super mana acceleration. It's a great ramp deck. Birds and Noble Hierarchs. Lotus Cobras with a bunch of fetch lands. And then what you're ramping into is just all the best things in Magic, like Jace the Mind Sculptor, the best Planeswalker of all time, one of the best blue cards of all time, one of the best cards in the history of Magic, for sure. The other thing that you've got built into that, I mean, you've got Random Goodness, Mana Leaks, Knight of the Reliquary is pretty nice, especially with all the fetch land shenanigans. You've got Elspeths. But here's the combo that really sets this deck apart. Sovereigns of Lost Alara says, if you're attacking with a creature all by itself, you can go search for an enchantment. Well, it just turns out that the next block had this bad boy waiting as an enchantment. Eldrazi Conscription, +10/+10 and trample. So you can relatively quickly accelerate out a Sovereigns and then like attack with the leftover Bird or Noble Hierarch that you've got. All of a sudden it's got +10/+10 and trample. And if you attack them next turn, it's also got Annihilator. So pretty powerful deck. All the cards are good. You know, the multi-lands are powerful because they're also man lands. You can get them with Knight of the Reliquary. Anyway, good, maybe even great deck. The opponent for this deck is Dead Guy Red. Now, this is the original red deck. Some people call it Sligh. Technically, Sligh is a little earlier, and Sligh is kind of the deck that invented the mana curve, and Sligh's job was to just, play out this Ironclaw Orc and then just, play Orcish Cannoneers and just try to keep clearing a path to hit you with this guy 10 times. Then they started printing cards like Fire Blast, and they started printing creatures like Jackal Pup. And now all of a sudden, I mean, Dead Guy Red and David Price's hands really became just, I'm going to deal 20 as fast as I possibly can, a little bit of resiliency from Curse Scroll, and in this deck, this deck's also got Wastelands to mess with the mana, so it is blisteringly fast. Ball Lightning, Fire Blast, Incinerate. It's also got the ability to just kill all your creatures. So I think the Mythic Conscription deck is better, broadly construed, but I actually think the matchup here is going to be pretty tricky because if he keeps killing all my mana critters and wastelanding my multi-lands, I don't know. Could be tricky, so let's see what happens. All right, what am I doing? I am challenging. I want a freeform deck. I will play Mythic Conscription. Let us to the magics. Lost the die roll. That's less than ideal. I mean, this hand's got fetch lands, Noble Hierarch, Lotus Cobra. Left to my own, I'm clearly a good hand. Left to my own devices, I've got an Elspeth on the board pretty quickly. I'm just, between Mog Fanatics and Shocks and Incinerates, I'm definitely nervous about his ability to just kill everything. Alright. Misty Rainforest. There's no multi-lands you can get with fetches at this point in Standard, so just forests and islands. Man, my draw is so much better. If this Noble Hierarch survives to next turn, I can play Lotus Cobra, then fetch land. It's going to survive! Awesome. No Mog Fanatic, no Shock. He's going to build up Mog Flunkies, which I'm sure is the right thing for him to do, but still. Yep, taken 2. Jackal Pup. I can't quite get Elspeth yet. What do I get? I get a second Lotus Cobra is what I get out of this? It's not nothing. I can probably trade one with a Jackal Pup. Try to turn off the Mog Flunkies. Yeah, if I play this, I get a mana from Lotus Cobra. If I sack it, I get another mana from Lotus Cobra. I can tap the land that I get that's 3. It's not enough for Elspeth. Can I actually get... should go ahead and get the Lotus Cobra. Interestingly, that land doesn't get anything but forest. Now, I guess I should have played the Misty to get an island, but also happy to have a bunch of non-basics in here. I don't even need to tap that, do I? Nope. All right. Hopefully, I can get Elspeth into play next turn. Lucky hitting me for 3. But he needs to play a creature, or else his flunky doesn't get to attack next turn. This guy needs friends. Wow, end step. What is he holding? Alright, Stirring Wildwood. I guess I can play Stirring Wildwood, get a white off the Cobra, play Elspeth, and get a soldier? That all sounds pretty good. Fetch land doesn't do any extra shenanigans. Like, I could get the second Lotus Cobra into play, but that doesn't seem like that big a deal. Alright. Yes. White mana, please. More white mana. Let's play Elspeth. Now, there's not going to be any profitable block with this Lotus Cobra. I mean, he's either going to summon a Ball Lightning. Oh, Vaishina Sandstalker. If he has the one Vaishina Sandstalker, I will regret not having Lotus Cobra on defense. Wow, his draw looks miserable. I guess he's flooded. If he's holding Burn, he'd be pointing at my guys. He's going to be holding Fire Blasts. Yeah, he could Fire Blast, in which case I'm at like 8. This Elspeth doesn't gain any life, though. I kind of want life somehow. Let's see where that life is coming from. Alright, what am I doing now? It's not like he has sweepers. Do I need to just get my beat on? I guess there's some value in having that guy on defense. All these exalted guys, somebody should attack. He can't block. Yeah. Probably 2 soldiers on defense. Definitely worried about. His hand could be Incinerate, Fire Blast, Fire Blast. I could be at 2 right now. Can I get... Yeah. Alright. No end step Incinerate. I guess that's not nothing. His attacks look kind of crappy. So I can block with this guy, right? If I fetch, that'll trigger the Lotus Cobras, and I'll get to block with this guy. It's got to be the play. I mean, I have to take one. I have to crack a fetch land to do that. I think it's worth it. Two Lotus Cobras, I can get an island, so it doesn't screw anything up. Yes, get a white. Yes, get a green. That's blue. I would like a 3/4 with each creature. Can I block? He's gonna fire blast the 3/4. Tough to pay. He's not fire blasting me. I'm okay with this. Alright, but now I feel like... Well, if I kill the Ironclaw Orc, then the Flunkies turns off. If I don't really need the second Lotus Curve all that much. I have reasonable mana. And... yeah, I just want to not take damage. I'm probably only attacking with one creature at a time because I have these two Exalted guys lying around. Alright, trade with the Orc. Throw the Soldier away for 3 life. Now he's down to 1 card. Oh, that's a solid draw. Alright. I'm going to keep making soldiers, right? Yeah, I'm not in any danger of killing him. This guy attacks as a 3 toughness creature. Can't imagine you want to block with Jackal Pup, but hey. If you want to block with Jackal Pup, that's fine by me. Next turn, if I send him to the air, he attacks for 7. Yeah, that works. Meanwhile... this guy's big. 6/6. Good luck. Think he can deal 12 with 3 cards? Not if one of them's Ironclaw Orc. Yeah, no way. Cool. Can I just send over the 6/6? There's nothing we can do about it. Couple Exalted triggers. Take 11. Alright. Game 1. Now. Damn, it's like... I feel like I still have PTSD or something. I just remembering all the time, just like incinerate, incinerate, fire blast, fire blast. What? I was at 14. Yeah, well. I randomly have Obstinate Baloth in my sideboard. That seems good here. He has Curse, so because of his Curse Scrolls. Celestial Purge seems kind of good. Like, it just kills his creatures. I don't know which of my cards are bad. I think my expensive cards are bad. Like, if he kills all my mana creatures and wastelands my lands, I never get to my expensive cards. I feel like I want to take out... am I actually going to take out a Jace? This is not a great Jace matchup. I think I'm actually taking out a Jace. I don't really want to be leaving up mana for Mana Leak. I mean, a couple of them is nice for hitting Fire Blast and whatnot, though he can often have mana to float there. How many of these Celestial Purges do I want? I mean, they blow up all his creatures. They just don't do anything about the burn spells. I don't know if Spell Pierce is better than Mana Leak. I don't know. This matchup's kind of weird. He's not really killing my Planeswalkers, so having multiple copies of them is less than ideal. I feel like things have gone so well if I'm triggering this guy that I can't afford to have a bunch of them cluttering up my hand. Wow, does that mean I take out one of these? And what if I draw it? What if I take out this whole combo? I mean, the combo's great, but it requires my ramp plan to work. Now I can bring in, like... that's what the deck does. Let's leave it. Alright. We'll try this. you know what? I probably only want the Sovereigns of Lost Alara on the play. That's probably how this works out. I'm probably not supposed to have that combo on the draw. I mean, I kind of like having a lot of land in this matchup. Like I said, I feel like my deck is just mana light because it's not built for a world where there's Mog Fanatics and Burn Spells and Wastelands, so this draw's obviously not awesome. It doesn't have much gas, but we'll see. Yeah, shock the bird. Birds have been dying to red spells for a lot of years. More things change. Jackalpop's been attacking for 2 for a lot of years, too. Mana Leak feels okay here. No. No Mog Flunky for you. Jace is a good man. Having 0 plays on this turn is somewhat less than ideal. I guess I don't have access to a second white man is the other thing. I actually think Elspeth versus a naked Jackalpop is probably better than Jace. I don't have access to a second white man yet. May as well get the first, though. Yeah, Elspeth is way better than Jace. Dwarven Miner. Ah! Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't do it before I should be doing this main phase. I'm an idiot. Thinking about comes into play tapped lands, but just thinned my library at a point where I did not want to. So I could play Jace. It doesn't do anything. I should play Knight of the Reliquary. Which is actually kind of big-ish, right? It's a 4/4, and I can make it a 5/5. All right. Got 1 card left. The fact that he's thinking makes me wonder if it's a Fire Blast. That doesn't work, though. Oh. He can Fanatic to finish it off. And yeah, that's fine. I think this is a fair trade for me. I get Fire Blast at his hand. I get Mog Fanatic off the board. I need a second island here, right? Yeah. So I trade Fire Blast Mog Fanatic for that? Yeah. I think the play's probably right for him. I'm just not all that broken up about it. So now his card is a top deck. Taking me for 3 down to 8. Nice. That is a large man. Jace is just a healing salve. Don't have the white mana for Elspeth. Can get it from the Knights, though. Dwarven Miner just eats the Celestial Colonnade. He does that, though. No. I can't sack it. I can only sack Forests and Plains. Oh, do I just... I like this guy on defense. I mean, if I go get white mana, then I can play Elspeth main phase, which has value. I also have a fetch land to go with this Jace. Yeah, this Colonnade's worthless. I'll probably do the fetch land Jace plan. I mean, if he has an Incinerate, he can get my Jace. It would have to be off the top. He's thinking, do I respond to Jace? Does he have an Incinerate? Well, he shouldn't tell me. Oh, he doesn't want me to find permission. Yeah, fair enough. Incinerate off the top, eh? Good beats. Sixth land sets up the Sovereigns, which can basically turn Knight of the Reliquary ginormous next turn. Alright, so the Colonnade is bad. That's just true. I can play the bird in the Hierarch. Weird. Yeah, I mean, fresh cards are better than... Is Bird of Paradise? Is it true? Guess. Yeah, I just go Forest Hierarch. Sego, play defense, untap Sovereigns. Yeah, Bird seems just left over at this point. I don't play defense. No reason not to go get a land. What kind of land do I want? This doesn't do anything here, right? I can give somebody pro color. That doesn't do anything right now. Yeah, I think I just want the plains for potential Elspeth. Mana Leak. It's gotta just be run this guy out, right? I don't really want to fetch land because it opens up a loss to Fire Blast Incinerate. I think this is... He's obliged to, like, chump with Dwarven Miner, right? I mean, this is a ton of damage. 6. Exalted triggers. Oh, it's plus 10, plus 10. So 16. 17. Funny, it's 18. I can sack this land to make it 19. Not actually lethal. Hilarious. Yeah, take 19. Take 18. That's all I got. I am not cracking a fetch land. I am crossing my fingers and hoping I survive. Yeah, we got there. It's a tough deck. Sligh deck is super scary. But this deck's kind of ridiculous. Combo worked out even on the draw, even with a hand that sort of didn't do much. I feel like his draws were, I don't know, maybe slightly below average, but good games. All right, stay tuned for more Gauntlet of Greatness.